Welcome back and greetings from Mexico City. We're at an exhibition by Atia Distribution and I want to take the opportunity, while a lot of nice watches are here on display, to do another breakdown with a piece that's really a favourite of mine for a long time, which is the Greubel Forsey Quantieme Perpetual Équation. My best French accent. So, the watch is essentially, as is synonymous with Greubel Forsey, an inclined tourbillon, but with the additional functionality of an insanely easy to use QP mechanism. And in watch terms, it's probably the easiest from a user interface point of view that I've ever encountered. Now, the problem normally with perpetual calendars is that once you go past the date that you wanted to reach when setting it, you can't go backwards. It jams the mechanism, and normally watches have to be sent back to the factory to have their date reset. There's also certain times of the day where you can call it a red zone or a danger zone.
Lana. What?
Danger zone. Where if you set the perpetual calendar at that time, the movement jams, and again it has to go back for a service. What Greubel have done is an amazing feat of engineering, managed not only to prevent the jamming of the movement when time is within this no perpetual setting zone by blocking the action, they've also managed to allow you to set the QP functions to go backwards and forwards, quick set, with no hesitation and with an absence of any hidden pushes anywhere around the case. Everything is operated from one single crown with one single push function selector. So you have HM, which shows you that it's selected to change the hours and the minutes, and QP means it changes function to select and change the perpetual calendar. And it has an indicator here which shows you when the watch is in the red zone, and it blocks the functionality to the perpetual calendar, therefore preventing any damage or jamming to the movement. The tourbillon performs a full rotation every 24 seconds and is inclined at 25 degrees. Looking at the back, it doesn't get any less complicated. You have here what's referred to as the equation of time. What this shows you is an indication of real solar time versus our man-made quote-unquote 24 hours in a day. Now, the Earth's orbit of the Sun is in an elliptical fashion, so it doesn't complete just a full, complete, perfect round circle orbit around the Sun, but actually the path is more elliptical. So there are days that are shorter in the year, and there are days that are longer in the year compared to solar time.
Relativistic time dilation. I mean, they went all out for that.
And that can vary by up to plus or minus 15 minutes in the day, depending on the time of year. You have an indication here which shows you exactly where that happens. It shows you where the variance lies and an indication of how many minutes plus or minus you are at that specific day of the year for the Earth's orbit around the Sun, comparative to our 24-hour measurement of a day. You also have an indication of the 4 seasons of the year. At the bottom, at the back here, you can see you have the 4-digit year indicator as well for 2019. So that changes as well with the adjustment of the perpetual calendar. Really, absolutely amazingly technical watch. The production capacity at Greubel for a watch of this magnitude and this many complications is around 8 pieces a year. The watch houses just over 600 parts. I think it's 600, how much was it? The watch houses 624 components. So the watch measures 43.5 millimeters in diameter and 16 millimeters exact in height. And in rose gold, has a retail price of $750,000 US. It's completely reinvented how a traditional perpetual calendar should look. One of my favorites from Greubel, if not my favorite. There you go. Greubel Forsey Quantieme Perpetual Équation.